Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Oculus, pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. Uh, Back with another lesson. And this lesson is basically going to be about when it comes to dealing with these women, hey, you have to lower your expectations. All right. Lower your expectations when dealing with these women. And the Spirit basically got on me to make this lesson because it was a clip I'm gonna play that this video this YouTuber made, and it's very interesting how it was from the 80s, how women were thinking back in the 80s, and how that same thought process carries on today. But right now, I want to get a definition of the word idealist because I've met a lot of brothers that are idealists in this truth. All right. And it says a person who is guided more by ideals than by practical considerations. All right. You have an Israelite man in this truth, get a woman, and he expects that woman to behave like an ancient woman in the scriptures. All right. And that's not going to happen. It ain't never going to happen. So a lot of times these brothers become frustrated. All right. They become depressed. They end up falling out the truth. Right? Because that woman will not act right. And truth is that woman was never going to act right. All right? That's why you really can't be an idealist when it comes to certain things in this truth. You can have a high standard. You can want things to be the way they're written about in the scriptures. But we got to understand that Israel as a whole has fallen away. All right? And the woman on this side, and if this doesn't fit to you as a woman that's listening to this, and you repentant and you're doing the right things, kudos to you. But I'm still speaking about the majority of our women. All right. Like I said, you have to lower your expectations when dealing with these women. All right. And this is not me saying that. The scriptures has a pull these women's cards. You got people talking about the manosphere and red pill, but the ultimate red pill is the Bible. If you actually go through what it says about women, all right, because it's not fooled, it's not tricked by a pretty face and a soft voice. All right. The woman's true nature has been revealed in the scriptures. They just finally getting around to it now in the end of this time, at the end of this age, so you can understand. All right. And this is going to lead into when the society is broken down, a lot of judgment are going to happen to these women. I just made a video about it, and a woman sent me a reply in her feelings, basically saying, well, judgment is going to happen to everybody, and she supposedly, she said shalom at the end, but she's supposedly an on-point Israelite woman. And I remember Apostle Tahar said it's better not to have a woman in the truth. And that rings true to this day. But let's get into the scriptures. Actually, let me get this clip, and then we go into the scriptures. This is taken from, I just wanted the clip. I didn't want any, what is that, a commercial to play before. But this is from some lady, Pink Book Lessons. Sometimes she makes some decent videos. But I'll play this clip and then go right into the scriptures.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you don't plan to get married. Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. It's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
That clip right there was from a 1986 CBS special hosted by Bill Moyer discussing the state of Black America and the vanishing Black family.
Right. So, hey, that clip said it all right there. That clip said it all. The woman didn't think they needed a man back then. They didn't want to be held down. A man is not important, and that hey, that sentiment stands true to this day. You got women that claim they're Israelites, right? They say they're Israelites, they are Israelites, but they're not. They haven't repented or living by the guidelines of the scriptures that say what a woman are supposed to be, thinking they're going to be single with an apartment in the kingdom. I heard the elder brother in South Carolina, Elder Menadezak, about going into that one day. So these women, a lot of these women, they say Shalom, deep down are out of order, right? That's why I said you have to lower your expectations. This is the book of 1 Esdras, chapter 4, verse 25. It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. And you guys that fall head over heels and this is my queen, this is my woman, so proud. In a relationship, there's always a power dynamic. And actually, this is the way it should go, is a woman should be more in love with you than you in love with that woman. And now that's just real talk. All right. The ones of you that know what I'm talking about, you get it. Verse 25, yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Right? Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for woman, trying to please that woman, trying to live up to doing right by that woman. All right. If you got to do that much work, hey, that lady, she ain't even really even into you, man. All right. Now, we saw that clip with those women talking about they didn't want to be married to their baby father. Truth is, and you lay down with that man, hey, that is your husband, according to the scriptures. Right? This entire world is out of ordinances because first and foremost, we went off and we are suffering these curses. But Esau, Edom, is in control. All right. And that's why his kingdom have to be destroyed. Because on this side, we're not going to get the best of any woman. I'm going to put it out a flat like that. All right. Of course, there's going to be Israelite women saved. Of course, there are Israelite women that have repented. You know, I say kudos to you. Hey, but to the majority, judgment's coming, to say the least. Let's keep going. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, and let's see what Solomon said. Because, like I said, the Bible is the ultimate red pill. Ecclesiastes 7:25. It says, I apply, and this is Solomon speaking, I applied my heart to know and to search and seek out the wisdom, the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman. Right? Hey, there it is, man. I'm not saying it. I'm not putting, words into the scriptures. The scriptures are saying it. Whose heart is snares and nets. So you get a lot of guys that are messed up when dealing with these women. All right? Because they approach it the wrong way. And it takes a bad deal until they really wise up. All right? But like I said, nowadays you got this whole red pill stuff and content everywhere. Men are already ahead of the curve. They're not falling for, what do they say? The white picket fence, the flowers, and the nice house on the hill that that they portray as all women are. Something that's great and lovely to be considered. But what did Solomon say? He said, he found more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Right? I done seen many men that have fell out this truth at the hand of a woman, man. All right? Following up behind a woman. And eventually when they fall out, the woman leave their ass anyway, man. As soon as you submit or act like you give a damn so much, that woman, she done conquered you and she out the door, man. You know a woman that would never leave your ass, act like you will be, if she feels that you will be ecstatic, right? If she ever leaves you, you'll be in a better place. That woman will never leave your ass, man. She'll never leave your ass. All right? Her job is to bring you down and conquer you and then move on, man. Hey, as they say, she for the streets. As the new kids say, they for the streets. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not one man among 1,000, meaning he one righteous man among 1,000, Solomon found, have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Right? So, hey, if he's saying that in that time period, how much more at the end of this age, right? At the end of this world, you're not gonna find it. So lower your expectations when dealing with these women. Period, man. That's that's the best advice I can give any brother when it comes to these females, man. These females, they play the game, man. All right, they play the game, man. And you gotta hold their feet to the fire. All right. It's either your way or the highway. If they don't want to play by your rules, hey, don't play the game, man. Don't play the game because it's plenty of women coming. I'll put it that way. Let's keep going. Let's go to the book of let's get Proverbs chapter 30 and 19. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with his maid. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. A woman will never ever take responsibility, man. She's always going to try to escape, responsibility. She won't own up or admit to her faults or mistakes. They're just built that way. That's female nature, especially more now than ever. All right. So if you have all these higher than high holy expectations you're placing on this woman, you're going to be upset. You're going to be highly disappointed. All right. Make her prove herself to you. Hey, my woman I've been with since before this truth, man. And she has seen, the change in me. But even before this truth, she knew what the deal was, man. It's a constant game of, you gotta chase. You gotta chase to get this validation. You gotta chase to get this, you need attention paid to you. All right? Nothing's free. You see? Let's see if I got anything else. I think that's pretty much it. What was this? Yeah, this I ended in this. 1 Corinthians 7 and 28. And if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she have not sinned, right? Nevertheless, such shall I have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you, right? So there's always going to be a problem, trouble in the flesh. Nothing's going to be go perfect. So your expectations have to be lowered, man. All right? They got to be lowered, man. Because these women are in a destroyed state, right? I just showed you that video, okay, from that channel, Pink Book Lesson. You can go type it in. You can see the whole video there. Because she goes into that old clip and then she goes into new clips of, guess what? Woman in the current time period saying the same things, man. So, the story hasn't changed. She can do bad by herself. She want to be single. She don't want no man over her. Hey, let them be, man. Let them be. That's what I say. Hey, they got sayings for a reason, man. She might be like a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn, and that's sad to say, but that's the state that our women are in right now. And if you're expecting, something holier than thou, you just setting yourself up for a long time of frustration, man. All right, a long time of frustration. But with that, I want to give our glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom next time.